not going to change if I start worrying about it, right? No one has everything figured out. Maybe I am everything, or maybe I'm nothing. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for coming back. Let's discuss what I was thinking about this day. So I was having a conversation with someone and they told me something about their family member related to their career, and they said, oh, he has everything figured out. And some days are like really intellectual, some days are like my mind goes really crazy. I don't want to say crazy because I like the way my mind works. It goes deep into some things. It could be a word or it could be a sentence. I just go on and on exploring the meaning of the sentence or the word, because apparently I've been really curious of many things in life. It could be on the spiritual end, it could be on the logical end. I'm just curious about everything. I want to know how everything works. Like, what does it mean, or how do I feel about it, right? So when she said he has everything figured out, I started wondering, when do you really realize that you have everything figured out? Because I'm doing so many things right now. I've been doing many things and I never feel like I have everything figured out. Like I know my vision. I know the kind of life I want. I know the steps I have to take to get to that life, but I still feel like I don't have it figured out. So what is the point where you feel that you have everything figured out? And this is the topmost reason why many people feel unmotivated, uninspired, or anxious or overwhelmed, because they think that they have nothing figured out. They just think that. Now, yes, of course, sometimes I think I don't have anything figured out, but that doesn't mean it makes me feel anxious or overwhelmed. No, I am mentally really strong. So nothing really bothers me. It's just like I go with the flow. Like whatever happened in the past, it's there. I'll just carry the lessons. Whatever is coming in the future, it will happen eventually. So why do you even bother about it? They say destiny is already written. So destiny is not going to change if I start worrying about it, right? So I'm just going to do my present. I'm just going to enjoy my present and I'll see how everything happens today instead of focusing in tomorrow or yesterday. So I was thinking how everyone thinks that they have everything figured out on the religious level or the spiritual level or on the vast mind game level. Everyone thinks they have everything figured out. But honestly, no one really knows anything. Like, no one has everything figured out. Like, they think they have everything figured out, but do they really know they have everything figured out? Do you get me? Like, you don't even know the next 5 minutes of your life. How could you tell someone that you know what you're going to do in next 5 years? If we speak on the spiritual level, you don't even know the next moment. How can you plan for next 10 years? And how can you tell that you have everything figured out? I believe like you are in this life not to figure something out. Recently, I posted a reel and I wrote a caption stating that nothing belongs to me, it's all an experience. And that's what it actually is. Everything you're experiencing in your human life is just an experience. Okay, it's simple. We are living in the shelter of this body. This human body is not me. This human body is not me. This is just a house for my soul to live in on this planet. Like we need a house, warm house to be alive. That's just the way. My soul is using this body as a shelter. So whatever belongs to this body does not belong to the soul. That's why they say you can't carry the materialistic things after you die. It's really deep. It's really deep, okay? Because I realized it recently, last week. And it was a really great epiphany that, yes, it's all an experience. Anything that belongs to Taranpreet does not belong to the soul inside. We named the body. Now, if someone tells me if I can tell them who I am, I'll just tell them my name or the work I do. But if they tell me, I've been figuring the answer to this question for a really long time, but I don't know how to explain it. So if someone tells me, tell me who you are, but you don't have to tell me your name or the place you work or where you live or your family's relation, anything. I don't know what to say. All I could come up was with, I maybe I am everything, or maybe I'm nothing. This was the answer. This was the answer after 10 consecutive days of thinking that what would I say if someone asks me who I am really deeply. I would not be able to tell them my physical traits. I would not be able to tell them my personality traits. I would not be able to tell them my name or where I work or where I live or what I did in my life, which school I studied, nothing. What is my soul? And the answer was really a one sentence. Maybe I'm everything or maybe I'm nothing. And I don't really know. It's just on a different level of spiritual base, I think. I was diverting from the topic. It just related somehow. So, what I was saying is, if you feel like you have nothing figured out, don't worry about it. You are not here to figure something out. You are here to experience the life. As simple as that, as simple as it gets. Okay? Nothing belongs to you. When you die, you cannot take anything with you except your morals, I guess, or whatever you pray, or the God you link yourself to, or your kind deeds that you do. You don't have to figure everything out. What you have to do is get into the best mindset you can. The only way to level up your life game is to get into the mindset that is like way up than the 99% of the population you live in. Maybe better than mine. And I would pray for you. I would pray that you get a mindset which is way better than mine, so that one day I can learn something from you. When you get that mental shift, that mentality shift, that mindset shift, you realize how much energy you have been wasting on people. The people who are not actually yours, the people whose decisions does not impact your life, the people who doesn't even like care if you're happy or not. This is the main reason you need your mindset shift. Like, people ask me, why do you even need to have that mindset shift? The first thing you want to have is change your views. Change your focus from everyone else and start putting the spotlight on yourself. Start knowing yourself. The day when you stop thinking about people, stop backbitching, stop talking about people, you realize how much energy you can put for yourself. Like, if I give my example, this is the greatest thing that ever happened in my life. Of course, I had to go through really painful moments to be like this. But that was just a lesson. Exams are always tough, you know. And I'm thankful for everything. I never say that anything happened for a bad reason. I'm thankful that everything in my life, sorry, everything in my life happened the worst way so that I could be this. Like, you start focusing on even one word. Someday I was just focusing on this one word and I was just reading about it, thinking about it, not doing and just thinking and writing. Like, this is how you would feel when you're on that level. You see, when you start detaching yourself, like when you start caring about yourself and you are only in the spotlight, you realize how much compassionate you are, because you start putting yourself in other people's shoe. It's actually amazing to me how one thing in your mindset or mind or brain can change your entire life. And it's sometimes I'm really amazed, amused, shocked, surprised that people don't even think about it. I have friends, I know people. See, I am a person. Of course, I know people. I work with people. I have friends. I talk to people. And I've seen many things which I definitely don't want in myself. I'm not looking down on anybody, but it's just like when you see the best and the worst, you always leave the worst things aside. You always want the best thing. So right now I'm at a stage where I don't want to focus on anybody. If people talk people to me, I don't want to talk to you. No disrespect. It's just I am saving my energy for something better. For like I'm so intrigued about myself actually putting it into word. That is the main reason. You should be intrigued about yourself actually. You should start interacting with yourself. And we do not. Honestly, many people, not many people, almost all of us, almost all of us, we do not interact with ourselves. We interact with people. We have conversations with people. We sit with a book, we sit with a phone, we sit with a newspaper. Can we sit still? Can we really, like, not doing anything? Can you sit with your thoughts? That's what I try to do, and that's where all this hunger for knowledge is coming from. Like, I'm so hungry to know everything. Even though I'm grateful that I know much more than my younger self did. So just make notes that no one has it figured out. If it's motivating you that everyone has it figured out, just be like that. It's on you. But if it feels like a peer pressure, if it feels like, oh, they have it figured out and I do not, so maybe I should just give this goal up. Please do not. Stick to it, doesn't matter what. Nobody has everything figured out. They just tell you they have it figured out. Or they think they have it figured out and then they tell you that they have it figured out. But in reality, they do not. Because I told you the reason. And many people are really, really, really strict about their plans. Like, this is plan one and this is what I have to do. It doesn't work that way. This is life. You don't have to take it too seriously, but you don't have to take it too lightly too. You should take it serious at some moments and then you should enjoy your life. You've been given this life for a reason. Always have a backup plan. Because I've seen people who are like really in depression when they see their plan one going to dead end. But if you have plan two, at least you have something to fall back on. There are many successful people who say, well, you should not have plan two, because if you do, you will not put your 100% in plan one. But my question to them is, what if it doesn't work out? Do you just end your life? Of course, if you put 100% of yourself in something, it will work out. But that minuscule minus 1% chance, what if it doesn't? You have to be practical. Do something you love. I've been told many times to do something for money. And honestly, in my friend group, I understand the importance of money. And I want to have all the power and the money in the world. Like, not in the bad way, but in the good way. But I just don't want to work for money. I want to work for my passion. And I know when I work for my hobby, when I work for my passion, money is nothing. It'll just follow. That's just a frequency. And honestly, money is just an illusion. Is it even real? It's just people created it. People just created money. It's just an illusion. It's nothing bigger than that. But yes, in this world, in this society, it holds much power. And you should have money. You should have money to lead a better lifestyle, to live a better life, to have everything you want to. You should, like, enjoy all the happiness in the world if it gets from money. But don't let that money get to your head. This is what I wanted to talk about. Never feel that it's only you who have nothing figured out. I have nothing figured out, bro. Some people watch my videos and they're like, oh, this girl, she has things figured out. No, I'm a 20 see, I'm just a 24-year-old girl who's figuring, not even figuring, experiencing life and knowing things and getting to know things. So one is like you're experienced and one is you're experiencing, you're learning. Once you think that you have everything figured out, you'll feel old because you'll be like, oh, I know everything. I never want to be old. I never want to say that life is not fair. Like, yes, I want to be old. I want to have wrinkles and white hair. I mentioned it in one of my poems, but I want that, but not the old that people say is old. I want to learn throughout my life till the end of my breath. Anything. I guess it comes from my father. Well, thank you so much for sticking till the end. And I hope you come back to have these magnificent discussions with me. Thank you. Bye. Have a good one.